Alright guys, your video for tonight, it's going to be really short, mainly because I've managed to run out of time, because that's how things go around here. I just want to show you, we're going to have a little fun. I'm going to play some putt-putt online. Now I know it's not quite the real putt-putt. Ooh, purple of course. But I want to show you how incredibly awesome I am at this game. Ooh, Jurassic putt. We're going to go with the Jurassic. Ooh, look at the dinosaurs. Alright. Alright. So, when I'm playing putt-putt, believe it or not, I'm using nothing but geometry. Now this first one, okay, see I got stuck here? I need to aim right here. Alright, first one, not a very good example. Alright, this is a fantastic example. I need to hit this ball in a way that it's going to bounce off the wall and then bounce over here into the hole. Okay? There's actually a geometric way to figure this out. Now, working with a mouse on the computer is a little difficult to do, but if you know the math, you can be awesome like me. Right? This one, not so much. This one's more of a timing issue. I gotta get it under this guy's tail. And I failed at that one. Okay? The idea is we actually have something called angle of incidence and angle of reflection that are going to tell us how to actually do this correctly. All right. So for those of you who like your titles, this is Unit 3 still. This is our last section in Unit 3. It is Section 3 on angle of incidence and reflection. Okay. The idea is this. Let's say I have a reflective surface. Let's say that's a mirror of some kind. Okay. If I go, use a better color. If I aim something at the mirror, whether it be a laser, we could bounce a laser light off of a mirror, right? Or if that's a wall and that's where I'm going to bounce my golf ball off of, the angle that it comes off the wall at is the exact same measurement as what it hits at, okay? So this angle over here is congruent to this angle over here, right? We actually have, let me rotate this so we can see this a little better. Rotate. There's something called a normal line. Does that sound familiar to anybody? Normal, right? The idea of a normal line, it is simply a line that is perpendicular to another line. So, normal line. A line that is perpendicular to another line. And that is all it is. Okay? So that white dotted line, that's our normal line. Okay, I'm going to go through and number all of these angles. We've got 4 angles happening here. Let's get that in a font color that we can see. Alright, angle 1 is over here, 2 is here, 3 here, and 4 here. Okay, the actual angle of incidence. I'm not going to give you the official fancy version of the definition because it's really honestly kind of dumb sounding. In our picture, it is angle 3. Okay, that is what our angle of incidence. Incidence means like when you hit something. All right. So if you ever talked about an incident that happened, it's when you hit something. All right. So angle of incidence is angle 3. This one right up there. The angle of reflection, not quite, sort of where you might think it is. It is not angle 2. Most people believe that the angle of reflection is made with the wall and the bounce, if you will. But the angle of reflection is made with the bounce and the normal line. So our angle of reflection is actually angle 4. Okay? So both of these, both your angle of incidence and angle of reflection, and get the little symbol here for you, both of those, they are created with the bounce ray, as I'm going to call it. Like I said, I'm not going to use your official mathematical terms, but created with the bounce ray and the normal line. Not with the wall. However, we're always going to use, in our picture, whether it's angle 1 and angle 2, alright? But we're always going to use, let me fix this so we can make this font a little bigger. We're always going to use angles 1 and angle 2. Alright, so rather than using the actual angle of incidence and the actual angle of reflection, we're going to use angle 1 and 2. And in class, we're actually going to go through a proof of why 1 and 2 are actually congruent. It's a pretty easy proof to look at, okay? So, fair warning for those of you watching, you are going to have a pop quiz tomorrow. Don't tell your friends, because that's not fair. You took the time to watch this. How dare they get any heads up when they didn't take the time to watch this? What I'm going to ask you to do in your pop quiz, I'm going to have this picture right here, not that one. I'm going to have that picture just like that, and I'm going to ask you which angle is the angle of incidence and which angle is the angle of reflection. The numbers are going to be different. I'm not going to use 1, 2, 3, 4, so don't just memorize number 3. It's number 3. Know where it's at in the picture. I'm also going to ask which line is the normal line. So it's going to be 3 questions. It's going to be your bell ringer pop quiz kind of thing tomorrow, all right? 3 questions. Which one of those is the normal line? Which angle is the angle of incidence? And which angle is the angle of reflection? Okay? And then we will go from there. Just so you know, if you would like to play a little putt-putt in your free time, I, of course, found this one on addictinggames.com, which I'm sure your parents will love that I've told you how to find that. I made it. Yes. I could probably sit here and play putt-putt all day, but that's because I'm weird. But now you've got this idea of if I hit it at this angle, let me pull up my little drawing tools here, all right? Ooh, hang on. Let me aim a little better. Okay. Oh, I can't use the mouse at the same time. Darn it. All right. If I aim like this, if I could measure this angle over here, I'm going to know exactly how it's going to bounce off and where it's going to bounce after that. And I could follow its path around, in theory, an infinite amount of times. Now, of course, you have to run into things like the fabric on the golf course and the ball that's going to slow down, but the idea is I can predict where this ball is going to go. So that was it. Your reward today for watching your video is going to be doing perfect on your little pop quiz tomorrow. Okay? Like I said, don't spread the word. It's not fair to you. Have a good night, guys.